Hello, investors and traders, and welcome to the weekly market report with the market guys. I'm AJ Monty. This is a 1-year daily candle chart of the Russell 2000 index, and as I zoom in, you'll see that I've left my lines in place from last week so you can see how the forecast panned out. Now, remember, last Friday was right here, this big green candle, and I said that we would move up to test this resistance area and then pull back. Well, today we wound up right at that resistance point, so we'll have to see whether or not next Monday and Tuesday we start to pull back from that resistance point. So what I'm going to do is erase all of these lines right now, and I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see where I'm drawing my new resistance point from, which is going to be the high from back here back in December of 2016. So again, my forecast is that we will most likely go up just a little bit more to hit this resistance now, and then I think we'll have enough profit taking at that particular point to see a little bit of a pullback, maybe even so far as the 20 period moving average, which is the blue line that'll start to move up right here. So again, that's my forecast for the Russell 2000, slightly higher next week, and a possible pullback from resistance. Now, if we look at the Qs, that's ticker symbol QQQ, the power shares, we didn't have any pullback whatsoever. We continued with this long stretch of green candles, and we broke through that resistance point. Now, let me tell you why that's significant. If a stock breaks out over resistance, what happens is the former resistance here turns into support here. So I think what we'll see for next week is a possible pullback to that new support level, and then we'll have to make a decision as to whether or not we'll see the bounce. If that support level holds, obviously that becomes a new buy point for any new buyers that are sitting on the sidelines waiting for an entry point. But again, this is the role reversal support right here, and I'm going to give you a link at the end of this video to show you where you can learn more about the role reversal. Now, if we look at the spiders, that's ticker symbol SPY, you'll see the same thing occurred in the S&P than what we saw in the NASDAQ. We broke through that resistance point right here, and the volume increased. Very interesting that we saw an increase in volume there. Now, we have a gap up here on Thursday, a breakout throughout Thursday and into Friday. So we're going to have to keep an eye on the volume. If the volume drops, I'm going to forecast a volume drop right here. I think we could see a little bit of a drop. Then we will start to see a pullback as well to that newly established support level, which in turn was the resistance. So again, role reversal support right here, and I think we could see a pullback in the spiders as well. Now, if we look at the diamonds, again, it's following suit right across the board. We had the breakout over resistance. We saw a little bit of a pullback there on Wednesday, but not quite back to the 20 period moving average. I'm going to remove that support level right here now that we've broken out of this resistance. That resistance, again, role reversal once again, turns into new support here, and I think we could even see a little bit of a pullback to that new support level, and then we'll have to wait and see for a bounce there as well. Again, removing all these lines so we have a nice clean slate to look at for next week. Now, the VIX, that's the leading indicator that we follow. The VIX is still hovering around the 3-year lows, and I believe that this bearish engulfing pattern here on Thursday, followed by a doji, could tell us that we're getting ready to experience a pivot point here. This is the newly established support level on the short-term candles. I'll remove this. We did move up on the VIX like I did suggest and forecast last week, so we moved up to that point. Now I think we could see a little bit of a downturn here in the VIX, followed by an upswing or a short up leg. This is the new resistance area right here. I'm going to put that as a target. Now remember, the VIX is a contrarian indicator to the S&P. So if by the end of next week we see a VIX moving higher that means the S&P will most likely move lower. And we already talked about that, possibly moving to that support level. So all the signals are working to support one another, and I think that we're on track to have another good forecast next week. If you'd like to learn more about what we do at The Market Guys, just go to themarketguys.com, click on the video tab, and you can scroll down, just the third row down, right here, you'll see a video called The Role Reversal. Just click on that, and it will give you a short 6-minute lesson on what the role reversal is and how it works and how the whole concept affects the buyers and sellers as they position in and out of the market. But the role reversal is one of the most important horizontal lines that you can draw on a chart, and it only takes about 6 minutes to learn. So we want to thank you for following The Market Guys, and we look forward to next week's report. Have a good weekend.
This video segment is a small part of what The Market Guys offer through their educational products and services. If you are interested in any of our Trade Alert services, or you would like more information about our one-on-one mentoring program, simply contact us at info@themarketguys.com.